you overwhelmed right now? Are you stressed? Are you just having a really bad day? Well, maybe, hopefully, this video can help. Hey, I'm Cliff Gearing and welcome to a new episode of Cliff Notes, the best in wellness, nutrition, and so much more. Thanks for joining us. Today's video is the science of perspective. Now, many of us have probably heard about how you view things can shape how you feel and how you should have gratitude. And that's nice to say, but I'm here to take it a step further and let you know there is a science behind this. It's called the science of perspective, and there is scientific data to back up these notions. So first off, this video is not a positive thinking, Pollyannish, cloud in the skies, positive thinking video. Although I am a proponent of thinking positive and affirmations, this is based in science and based in studies. So do you know that research shows how we view things, or the lens in which we view the events that happen in our lives, is a direct correlation between that and what type of health we have within our bodies. But before I even get into that, let me just give you some perspective right now. For most of my audience out there, a lot of you are in the United States, correct? Well, let me just give you it from a worldwide perspective. Do you realize that right now, approximately 2.1 billion with a B, people in the world do not have access to safely managed clean drinking water? In addition, approximately 3.4 billion people, billion again with a B, in the world don't have access to clean, safely managed sanitation. And on top of that, let's just think about some of the things that people go through in the world on a daily basis. Did you know there's certain parts in rural Africa, particularly in rural Madagascar and rural Kenya, where mothers actually have to put containers and basins on their head to walk miles just to get access to some clean drinking water, to then fill up those containers and basins, put them back on their heads, and walk all the way back to their families to give them the nourishment. Every day. And sometimes, and in some cases, the water they're getting isn't really that clean and totally clear or pure in the first place. So when you start thinking about some struggles people go through worldwide and how us here in the US can just walk back to our kitchens or walk into our bathrooms, turn the lever on the faucet, and we have clean water. It kind of changes the way you think sometimes. But back to the science of it. So studies and research shows that the lens in which we view events that happen in our lives directly affect how we feel, how we cope, and yes, our overall health. Because if you view these things negatively long enough, it does directly affect the stress levels within your body. And chronic stress, studies have shown, leads to negatively impacts different parts of your body, including your blood pressure, your immune system, inflammation, and your overall health. So try to think next time. And in closing, what I want to stress and say is, this isn't to minimize your problems. Problems that we have day in and day out are real. People have financial problems going on. They have relationship challenges, health issues, different things that can come up that are a part of life. But you know, just the fact that we're breathing air, we're somewhat relatively healthy, the fact that we're alive is a blessing in and of itself. And if we start taking a wider view of what's going on in other people's lives, maybe that will help us better appreciate what we have. And appreciation and gratitude is shown to have a positive effect overall on your health if you think that way long enough. So hopefully this video has helped give you a little bit of perspective. And again, good luck with those challenges. I hope your day gets better. I think it will. But just try to keep in mind a macro perspective as opposed to a micro perspective, because there's a big world all around us. And sometimes those things that seem like huge crises are things we can cope with and handle better than we think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for all the support with Cliff Notes and my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.